They're asking $4.5 million for this company, 6.5 times the revenue multiple. The company was founded in October 2020, and it's a one-person startup. Located in France, it is a subscription-based iOS app that lets users scan plants, every plant, flower, and tree in the world and get informations of it. They did $690,000 in trailing 12 months revenue, lost $29,000 in trailing 12 months profit. They did $49,000 in revenue last year in the same month, and they had an 82% increase year over year to $90,000. And the business model is subscription-based. They mainly charge $5 per week.
$5 a week. Is this plant pornography, Michael? Is this?
I think so.
What are we? Are we getting more than just plants behind the scenes? That's my diligence question.
So,
I mean, that is an absurd amount. Can you even imagine the churn rate? If you're hitting someone $4.99 a week,
yeah,
it defies all laws of app gravity.
Exactly what you're saying. So they're pinging somebody's credit card $5 every week to take pictures of plants, and I assumed auto-identify what the plant is, which is kind of cool technology.
Who has not been in the woods and said, "What is that plant? Is that an oak? Is that a fern? I don't effing know. I have no idea what the fuck that plant is."
Charging $5 a week. So the business model is $5 a week over 52 weeks a year. And so that means people are paying $260 a year. I mean, do the math. $690,000 divided by $260. That means there's 2,600 customers for this thing.
Or if the churn rate is not through the roof. So the first question for me says, how do you lose money on $700,000 in revenue when you're a one-person company and you're probably not even counting your own salary? Well, you probably spend it on ads, and then you probably get people to sign up, and the churn rate is probably, I bet there's like 5 German hikers that are like on the subscription and loving it. And there's like a bunch of people who are like, I wonder what that plant is. I'll try this out for $5.
Yeah.
And then they run away screaming as soon as they remember to cancel it. And if there's no mention of churn, you know that the churn is generally a horrible story.
You know what this,
that is?
You know what this, back to this app,
right.
You know what this totally reminds me of? The seafood app from Silicon Valley. Do you remember?
Oh, what was that app?
So Jen Yang had everybody confused that he had built an app that could basically be Shazam for food. So like you take a picture of food and it would tell you what it is. But it turned out it only did one food, which was hot dogs.
Yeah, it was hot dog, not hot dog.
Hot dog, not hot dog. So it kind of feels like that. It's like fern, not fern.
Well, and let's recall, if for the Silicon Valley buffs out there, let's recall what that happened. That was a strategic acquisition by a porn site, which was the one good company that could use that technology.
I mean, potentially this could be used the other way. for not men. That's as far as this is a PG rated podcast. As far as I'm going to go with that. All right, so let me give you the bull case for this. If you could get it at a more reasonable price. And I think the interesting thing about this is like there are more and more opportunities for niche communities to be monetized and created. And I think being in this particular business, like the initial thing I thought is, man, 3,500 people around the globe are so into plants that they'll pay $260 to be able to take pictures of plants and know what those are. And I think it's like that, like the birding community, all these folks, like I think those folks are dying for, you know, a paid community that they can be part of, where they can connect with other folks, where there's a gamification as part of it.
Yeah, I think that's right. And I think like the gamification thing you mentioned is really interesting. It would be interesting to see who actually goes out and identifies the most different kinds of plants in their region.
Yeah. Sort of
mayor of San Francisco in terms of plant spotting.
So this scares the crap out of me. Let's go back to the bear case.
Gee, I don't know. I mean, any entrepreneur taking this on, like if anybody came to me and was like trying to raise equity for this acquisition, I'd be like, you're bonkers.
Yeah.
Why would you ever, even if you're raising like $200,000 and that was all the equity you need, I'd be like, what are you doing? Like there are profitable businesses out there that are already profitable, only going to get more profitable. And like, you just need to buy them. Like go find one of those.